Let's do my January reading wrap up. In January, I read 7 books, 3,468 pages, and I had an average star rating of 4.43 stars. I actually had a pretty good start to the year as far as reading goes. I started off the year really strong with Morning Star. I rated this 6 stars, and this was my favorite book of the month. I thought this was the perfect ending to a trilogy, and I think it also sets up the next trilogy so well. I am dying to get to Iron Gold. But yeah, I just think this book was perfect. As much as I love the whole trilogy, I do think this one was the best. After that, I read our book club book, which was Heartless Hunter. I've seen this around so much, and the FOMO was getting to me. And this was my least favorite book of the month, to be honest. I rated it 3 stars. Didn't think it was bad. I think I've already read Serpent and Dove. I think a lot of times with witch hunter romances, they all just start to feel kind of similar, and this kind of felt like a more bland version of Serpent and Dove to me. No hate to this book, it wasn't for me. Heartless, which I also think it's funny, I read a book called Heartless Hunter and then Heartless Next. I don't know how that happened, but anyways, I read this, I rated it 4.5 stars, and I absolutely loved it, even though it was one of the most painful experiences I've been through to date. If you like a book that's gonna absolutely rip your heart out, this is the one. This will do it. After that, I started a new series that has been on my TBR forever, and that was An Ember in the Ashes. I gave this 4.5 stars. I absolutely loved this book. This is what I mean when I say I need a YA fantasy. So fun, so fast paced. It was so enthralling. I love the setting. Then I read A Torch Against the Night, which is book 2 of the Ember in the Ashes series, and I rated it 4 stars, but the ending just made me so upset that I don't know. Did love the plot of this one a lot, and I feel like we got to know the characters a lot more. And then we have one of my other new favorite books, and that is The Sword of Kaigen. I did it 5 stars. I absolutely loved this book. I think it is so special. It will be with me forever. If you like anime, you will like this. It honestly feels like you're reading an anime. Also, it was giving me big Avatar: The Last Airbender vibes if it was like adult. Kind of gave me a little bit of Demon Slayer vibes. If this is just so sad and raw and tragic, it's so beautiful. Misaki is one of the best written FMCs I've ever read about. I absolutely love her, and it also has the saddest quote I can think of to date. And then lastly, I ended off the month with Onyx Storm. I ended up rating this 4 stars. I told you guys how I'm not a very big fan of Fourth Wing. It just hasn't clicked for me. I will say this was the first one that I kind of could start to understand the hype. Did it think it was perfect. I definitely think it's the best one in the series so far. Like, her writing style has also developed a lot more. I was not cringing while I was reading it. I was actually laughing a lot of the time. So it has very mixed reviews on whether or not this is the best one or the worst one in the series. I feel like it's very polar opposite for how people are receiving the book. For me, it was my favorite, and it's saved the series for me so far.